We on. One time.
One
Episode
time,
22.
one time for the one time, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We here with it. Go ahead and crank up, man. Let's get into this.
What is this?
Body to be global.
We stand alone, nigga.
Global.
I hustle hard cause it's mandatory. Why these niggas run their mouth with the random noise? That talk they can't afford, they need to be deployed. Them niggas see me moving forward and they get annoyed. Yeah, I get it cause I'm really bored. Straight out the mud, but I'm clean like a city boy. Pimpin', I'm feeling void, like we insert a course. I'm moving vertical, you see me, you cannot ignore it. Keep going, but they pretend like they don't feel you, boy. Now let's be honest, who that nigga really making noise? Boss. Maybe you should ask your boy. They see I won't go back and forth with a rapper boy. Now they know that they can't match your boy. He just played the newest member from the Kappa boy. He stay in the back of boys. He never been savage. This nigga just back it. This nigga really thought that he had it. The niggas a maggot. We ask him, so what is competition? These niggas still talking shit without a pot to piss in. They taking shots, but they shooting bricks. They miss nigga acting like a thought on a nigga dick. Hey, why you talk like this? They pimpin', I'm a lunatic. Come on, you gon' find out in a minute who you fooling with. Shaq and Cole. I suggest you cool it, pimp. Shaq and Cole. Cause we ain't new to this. And all I see is all this foolish shit. This what they need right now. It's the messenger with the author changing the game speed right now. Tell them with that bullshit, please pipe down. Many come, but many shall fall. Defeated after these type rounds. My court vision is mortician. The kill switch buzzing. After they pull the plug flatline, you a stand up nigga till you get sat down. Trying to be Gotti. It took a minute, but you finally got it. Shit, you welcome. I'm just trying to help them. Nah, on second thought, let it burn. Shit, we here right now. They gon' have to wait they turn. Hard to paint. Look, Sean Kemp, Gary Payton. Coaching this shit, they already know what this is. Kobe and Shaq, they know it's a slap. It's about progress. You niggas should have been focused on that. I digress, shit. Body to beat up, eating till the play gone. Two options for them: stand down or stay home. I only got one question. We ask them, so what is competition? These niggas still talking shit without a pot to piss in. They taking shots, but they shooting bricks. They miss nigga acting like a thought on a nigga dick. Hey, why you talk like this? They pimpin', I'm a lunatic. Come on, you gon' find out in a minute who you fooling with. Shaq and Cole. I suggest you cool it, pimp. Shaq and Cole. Cause we ain't new to this.
Shit to hell with all this foolish shit. Yeah. Yeah, ride out.
Body to be global.
Yep, ride out. Yeah, man. So I think I'm gonna play one more joint before we get started. What's good with you though, man?
Coolin', man. Feeling motherfucking good, man. We back here at BBP, man. Big Business Podcast. It ain't big business if we ain't talking about it. You feel me?
Back on it. It feels good. I'm waiting on that in the lab. I'm waiting on that in the lab, little verses and things like that. We got to line that thing up.
You ready for it, ain't you?
Line it up. Yes, indeed, man. But yeah.
So what you want to play another jam or you want to go?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna play another one. I think I want to play another one. Let's go ahead and just do Down by Law one time.
Down by Law.
I thought it was interesting. Joyner Lucas shouting out Killer Mike on that track.
Yes, I love that.
He definitely showed some love to Killer Mike. Like, shit, I want one of them things too. Like, shit, where's that? Like,
motivation, man. Motivation. Yeah. I told you, even though he's a part of the, newer era, we was talking about hopefully what Killer Mike did, bring back some of our greats, some of our favorites.
Yeah.
It's motivating some of the new. So I like
Yeah.
that.
We're gonna get into it though, man. Down by law.
I try to give you the game, but y'all niggas is soft.
Down by law. Down by law. Down by law.
One more time, right back on your ass, nigga.
Down by law.
This is Boss Man Busy, and I am in the building, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's ride, man. I just been minding my business. I really been grinding, my nigga. Focus on getting the digits. No, I'm not cooking no dope in the kitchen. No, cause that might just get me a sin. And it's too many snitches. These niggas be tripping, so I don't let these niggas come visit. Cause they be thinking that you competition. I just try to teach them, but niggas don't listen. I've been one of the realest. You can pretend you don't feel it. See, I don't be talking in riddles. I'm trying to feed you and give you your vittles. But most of these niggas just giving out pillows. They try to keep all of my dogs in the kennel. While I keep me a chauffeur, you riding on rental. See, I done try giving you niggas a visual, but you niggas pitiful. It's time to get rid of, cause I done got sick of these niggas who talking that talking ain't really about what they be saying. Cause what I deliver should be on demand, and what they be giving should be in the can. I don't give a damn. Get out your feelings, my nigga. You know I've been building, my nigga. Cause they know that I've been the king of the village. So don't you act silly, cause I can reveal it, my nigga. I'm over 40, I'm still in my prime. Still giving the truth, why these niggas be lying. I hop in the booth and it feel like I glide. Why these little suckers be claiming they tired? It's just an excuse, I don't pay them no mind. These niggas should never be paid a dime. They just taking your time, and they know I'm breaking it down. Ain't no use hanging around. Trust me, I don't need your pound.
Nah, down by law.
Down by law.
See, the code is all that I know. Down by law.
By law. Law.
In the avenue that we go, done it all for the cause.
Down by law.
See, the code is all that I know.
Down by law.
Anytime, any place, tell them give a nigga space. Hey, pull up like I'm in a spaceship, I'm focused. Eyes on the prize, and it's obvious when y'all do whole shit. We don't do what y'all be doing, y'all be on some other shit I noticed. Politicking, not to mention, I just sit and watch you niggas bogus. Sit them on down, hey, this is detention, down by law. Boy, you gon' have to listen, do it for the cause. Still tryna grow, but I still got flaws. Shit, breaking the cycle, shit hard to do, it's not easy. Shoulda knew that, had to cool out, took a new route. We all we got, just tryna get a knot, head to the top. Boss had a plot, foot it in dope, put it in motion. Motion, down by law.
Down by law.
See, the code is all that I know. Down by law.
By law. Law.
In the avenue that we go, done it all for the cause.
Down by law.
See, the code is all that I know.
Down by law.
Anytime, any place, tell them give a nigga space. Hey. Now ride out. Yup, ride out. Yeah. Face card. We love in the building. What's good? Miss Lorraine in the building. What's good?
Yeah. What's happening? Welcome to Big Business Podcast, man. Y'all know what it is. I'm your boy, Boss.
Miss YJ back again. Serious face,
man. Trying to get it in, man. Trying to salute everybody in the chat, man. Thank y'all for stopping through. We back at it one more again. Episode 22, man.
22 of these things.
Yeah, man. I remember when we first started, man.
I feel like these are a little special, man, because we they take a little more work than in the labs. Come up here and do this. So
most definitely. Let's go with the chat.
Serious
face. Jizzle got his serious face on. I see my big sister in the building. Salute the lioness in the building. We ain't seen in a while, but we appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, I seen you at the show last night. Appreciate you for coming through there. D-Love in the building. Yeah, man. We gonna get this thing crack-a-lacking, man. And we gonna start off with something that, that's been in the news for a little while. We late on it. We knew about it, but, we still gonna talk about it because it's important. But what I want to show first is how things really got to the point. And what we're talking about is the LSU South Carolina Gamecocks game. Flage and her brother made headlines. But I just found something that actually played out in that game earlier. So
Okay.
Texas was flaring. They was flaring. And I pray, goddamn, they don't be tripping about us playing this shit, because I'm gonna be mad as hell. But and a matter of fact, I want to keep this on mute because maybe that might help.
Right.
So take a look at this clip right here. This is Angel, Angel Reese, and the Gamecocks, one of their star players, and you're gonna see if they go to tripping, and I'm gonna
Classic
get another
Draymond.
video. But if y'all haven't heard, it went down in the SEC championship game, and I know Jizzle, you got your feelings about what should have happened,
Right.
and compared to what actually happened.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can actually find the video. But
You talking about the actual video? I got that right here popped up.
okay, go ahead then. Let's do it. I know
That's the one.
you had one.
Yeah, that's the one I had just got right before. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Come back over here. All right. So yeah, this is just strictly what happened, as we seen earlier with the chippy play going on.
Yeah, it's women's closet right there. Now, when we seen Flau'jae and the first young lady contact each other, I don't blame Flau'jae for what she's doing, because this girl walked right into her, what we call here,
Right.
my space, my box.
I'm gonna put it on mute.
You should not be right here. This court is wide. You want to even slow it down, feel free to do so.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, because I seen something a little different.
No, go to fifth. Yeah, right there. The 0.5. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that girl, 23, she looking directly at her.
Yep.
But you see two down in the right hand corner.
Why is this other girl hands on Flau'jae right now?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now watch number 2. She could have walked around Flau'jae. She walked directly at her.
No,
Come on,
man,
now.
let me find the other camera. And this one ain't got. Let me see if they play the other camera. If you look at the other camera from
again.
Say what?
I think they're gonna replay it again in a different angle.
Okay, I'm gonna let it ride. Cause from that angle, it looked like she coming right at her. Whenever she get to here, it looked like she's doing that at her. But when I seen the camera from the other view, she was looking straight ahead past. She was looking like almost towards the backboard when she did. She wasn't looking at her, but of course she was celebrating. And when she did that, she turned her head to her. So I hope they play that. Oh, that might help right there. I don't know why it was on that. Coming from the stands from behind, he come jumping out. And what are you doing, brother? What are you doing?
He was protecting the bag, man. He's protecting the bag. And I don't agree with what he did, because this is a women's sport. These are ladies. You never get involved with women's business, bro. You never do that.
Right.
But he's right here from the 912, same place I'm from. And one thing I will say down here, they do some ignorant shit. But one thing they do is protect their family. And they don't care who you are.
If that was your sister.
No, I wouldn't have did it.
Okay, I was just trying to see.
But look, I'm an alien versus everybody else here, because I have a brain and I use mine more than a lot of others. But when you understand the culture or the environment that you're in, you know why things happen the way they do. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm a part of it. I just understand it. You feel me?
bad.
No, go ahead. I want to watch this. Go ahead, play. I want to watch it.
Oh yeah. She was in her shit. See, I took it. I didn't see that the first time I watched it,
That's taunting.
but
That's
definitely
taunting, bro.
she was. Yeah, that's what she said. Right, a foot from her face. Yeah.
Like,
So
Flash was like, bitch, get out my motherfucker.
was like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that was just a move to get her amped up to make her probably do something. And that's what she did. But at the end of the day, it backfired, and her own teammate had to sit out and got ejected from that game.
so yeah. That's so when it comes to what happened. Five was it like 5 players got ejected or something like that.
I can't remember the number.
Okay, yeah, I know. The one girl who knocked Fly J to the ground, she got ejected for the whole game of the next game because this shit happened late, like 2 minutes before the game was over. This happened.
Right.
So the one girl got ejected for the whole next game, and I think 5 players got ejected for the rest of the 2 minutes. But I kind of agree with that now. I think I didn't see earlier when I watched it, I didn't see her actually like in her face. It looked like she was pointed more towards the goal and not her when I watched it. So I think that's what was kind of like, well, shit, why didn't Fly J get ejected for the next game? And I was going to some other shit like, oh, she got more star power and whatnot, and you know they want her to play because the ratings and her and Angel Reese, that'd be a detriment to the game, the you know the replay and all of that, having Fly J and Angel Reese on the court. But I take that back. I was wrong in that sense. I take that back. I can eat that.
What'd you say? What'd you say in that song? This ain't the first time, won't be the last.
Yeah, won't be the last. Won't be the last. I take that. But look how happy this girl is. She started clapping immediately after Fly J bumped her. She started.
Because I don't know if you heard this. Kim Mulkey, which is the head coach of LSU, made this statement. She said, I wish she would have pushed Angel Reese like that. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
Hold on. The coach said that?
The coach said that in the interview.
Why would she say that, though? Like, what the hell?
She felt like the big girl who was battling with Angel Reese the whole game.
Right.
You know, Angel Reese and her, like I said, I showed the video earlier that it was real chippy.
Oh, yeah.
And she felt like the big girl picked on the smaller player. She's like, I wish she would have did Angel Reese like that. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think Kim Mulkey was out of line for saying that, or was she saying that?
She was out of line for saying that. That's a coach. You a leader. You got to know that certain shit. There's a zero tolerance on certain shit. Especially you got your star players and whatnot. You definitely got to protect them at all costs. I feel like. Yeah. Coaches shouldn't be saying stuff like that. That's something you say behind the scenes. I feel like you say something like, "Oh, I wish you would have tried you. He didn't try it," but to the media, nah. I don't know what you think.
I like the way Angel Reese responded to that statement, but I understand why Kim said that. You know what I'm saying? I think it was just to belittle what the big girl did to Fly J. But I agree with you. As a leader of a university, head coach of a university, you shouldn't say that.
Right.
Kim Mulkey is one of those coaches that speaks her mind. And that's one thing that we know because we done seen her do it all the time.
Yeah, we talked about that before.
But I think in this place she was definitely out of line. And Angel Reese was like, nah, I had already goddamn tweaked. I think she's like tweaked the ankle or something like that. Besides, you know what I'm saying? I gotta protect my brand and myself to make sure I'm available to play for my team. And that's the right way of thinking. And it's
Right.
sad that came from the player instead of the coach. That was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we what you want to move on to the Carlee Russell, the outcome of the Carlee Russell situation. As you know, we talked about it. You got the Carlee song, you know, it's a big thing. A lot of different
I wish I had that damn song. I'd have played it, but
right now, right.
right now, perfect timing. Yeah, we can move on to that, man. Let's see here. Carlee Russell, please give to introduction host. Trying to make sure I found the right one that gives all the details.
Oh, okay. You looking at a video. Yeah, man. That after all of that hoopla, resources from the state that were involved, the lies, of course. Man.
Yeah, so
Go ahead.
Carlee Russell, y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all familiar with her. I think the whole world is. She's known for all the wrong reasons, for some stupidity. Young lady, faked her kidnapping and finally admitted to it. We still don't know where the fuck she was at. That still never came out.
Right.
But of course, we was waiting for the final judgment and what they was gonna do to her. I already had a feeling that she was not gonna get any time because, like, what kind of time you gonna give somebody for lying? I think the simple fact is like you said. Matter of fact, let's watch the video. We'll chop it up after. So take a look at this news clip, and we're gonna talk about it. You can tell us what you feel, and you tell us if this is enough.
Carlee Russell's guilty plea and sentencing. Officials say that bills are making their way through the state legislature. Lying to law enforcement a felony, and they're confident that it could become law soon.
WVTM 13's Gladys Bautista live and local in Birmingham tonight with that part of the story. Gladys.
You got it up?
Oh, shit, it ain't up?
Good evening, Guy.
What I mean, the volume.
Chief Counsel to the Attorney General's office says with this sentencing, the case is officially closed and essentially the saga is over. They also say that there will likely be lasting effects of this in the form of a law. Strong words from Hoover Police Chief Nick Durzis Thursday following Carlee Russell's admission of guilt in faking her kidnapping last summer.
Happy that it's over. Disappointed that there will be no jail time whatsoever.
Instead of jail time, a judge handed down a sentence of 1 year of probation, 100 hours of community service, along with paying nearly $18,000 in restitution. Birmingham attorney Eric Guster believes this punishment fits the crime.
On a typical case, there would not be jail time. The issue with this case, it got so much attention, and there were a lot of resources that were used to find her, although she wasn't missing. However, many hours of community service. She lives in jail right now because she can't go to a basketball game. She can't go to the mall.
But for those with a hand in this case, like Chief Counsel to the Attorney General Katherine Robertson, that issue of the large response for what they later learned was a lie.
We've always said we thought this should carry some prison sentence. We knew that was probably unlikely. It's a misdemeanor. We knew that coming in. I think we all learned something new, that our law was really weak when it came to false reporting to police.
But that all could soon change with bills now making their way through the state legislature.
This should be a felony, and I think we're headed that direction. So hopefully if anybody does anything like this again, that they'll be prosecuted in a different manner.
Not only would the penalties for false reporting be upgraded,
that bill would also extensively expand the available restitution we could see.
Chief Durzis says while Russell is said to pay $18,000, the total cost of the police department's efforts were upwards of between $40,000 to $50,000.
What she's going to pay is not nearly the real cost involved, and I think that if this ever happens again, which hopefully it won't, there won't be that loophole there.
Guster believes there could be a downside to this legislative work.
These types of things happen all the time. She should not have faked this abduction to get attention or whatever she was screaming for help for. However, when we make stricter laws based upon one incident, it's very, very difficult to draw that back.
But for Durzis,
there should be consequences for your actions.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's go to the chat real quick because we haven't went to the chat in a while. See what they're talking about here. YJ serious face. Cardoso couldn't. Okay, he's talking about the last game. Okay, so they still talking about the basketball. All right, so Jizzle, I know what you feel. Share with the people on what your thoughts was, which really lines up with exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. Hearing that, because I learned a couple new things. As far as the law, and as far as the law, it's like there could be. I think they did at the letter of the law. They did what they could do because the law's in place, and that's kind of a little different from what I said earlier. But I will say, uh, one year of probation. I don't know. It's tough now that I'm hearing it, but 1 year of probation, $18,000, and they spent $40,000. 1 year of probation. Shit, I seen people get weed charges and get 5 years probation. So I feel like it shouldn't have been just 1 year. They should have threw 100 hours of community service. I think I might have did that for truancy when I got the little truancy shit. I think I did 100 for truancy for not going to school. Like that's I just don't. It just don't add up to me, man.
Maybe they didn't go into details because if they just gave it out flat what she got, then I agree with you. You would think that they would have gave us some community service along with that. But do you think she should have paid the entire $40,000? Because those people would have had to work the case anyway. I know anybody would say, well, she would have did. They would have did nothing, and also took away from maybe other cases that they could have been working.
And
do you think you should have paid the whole 40?
Yes, and that for that simple fact that you just said, where there was other things that they could have been doing besides that. So you got to pay interest on that. To the way I feel, 18K and 40K, that's a big difference.
Yeah, it's almost cut in half. It's a little bit less than half.
Right.
I feel like she should have paid the whole thing as well. I don't know how they came to the terms of the 18 versus how much they actually spent paying these officers to work this case.
Right.
But at the end of the day, what she did caused them to now stricken these type of laws. Now they're trying to make it a felony, and I think they should, because like we just talked about, these officers, they have to protect and serve, and they have so many cases they have to work on a daily, so many things they have to do, and to have someone like Carlee interrupt the flow of justice that needs to be served for other people, you cause them to do some bullshit like look for your dumb ass.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I it is what it is. I don't really think that they're gonna end up. I can't see them changing it to a. I know they said they want to do and what they're trying to do, but I can't see that actually happen where it becomes a fair. I believe it should be, but if it doesn't go through, I wouldn't be surprised. I do think it would deter other people from if they did do it, but yeah, that's kind of my take on that.
Yeah, I think they should, and I don't see why they wouldn't or why they couldn't, because if someone else during the time of your lie is out there needing help or actually kidnapped, and they taking some law enforcement to look for you, and this person loses their life because they didn't have the full task force looking for the person that need to be looked for, yeah, it should be a felony.
That's true.
It should be a felony.
And that's the thing, when you keep adding that on there, them looking to for someone else doing something that actually someone actually missing. Yeah, of course.
Let me hit the chat. D Love said, I knew she wasn't gonna get time because how gently they handle her. I knew it too. She also said her people gonna pay it off on with her raggedy life. And that's what we talked about. I said she's not being punished unless you're talking about the probation, which is weak. Her parents got to lose this money because they're the one who going to pay this goddamn fine. If y'all didn't know, her parents are well off. They got money. So they're the one who's going to pay this shit off.
Right.
They're the one who defended her.
Right. So right there, the only real punishment is, her parents is, doing her bidding, and she, 1 year, 100 years of community service. What they say, 100 years, 100 years, 100 years of community. 100 hours of community service, and 1 year probation, which is not anything. But it's a misdemeanor, so
Right now.
I wonder what class of a misdemeanor that is, because you know how they got class A, class B, class C.
Right. Linus said she was somewhere being ratchet. Probably was, Linus. D-Love say folks been lying and causing chaos without repercussion for the longest. Why now they want to do something with her? I get it. But at the end of the day, if you heard what we was just discussing a moment ago, I think that's the biggest issue. For one, they paid so much money. Now just imagine this was Earl from the hood who ain't got no motherfucking money. None. And they're gonna make him pay $18,000. How they gonna get that money? How they gonna get it?
Right.
They ain't finna pay them no $18,000. They know Carlee's family is well off. So they know they're gonna get that money. They know it. So, I think this law should be put in place. Me personally, how you said, D-Love, I respectfully disagree.
Earl.
I threw a name out there, bro.
Earl Jenkins.
You say they don't have to, but they carried her this far, so they got it. Absolutely. Absolutely. But and again, if you stiffen the law, it may make people change their mind. I think we was talking last night. I don't know. I can't remember when it was. If the law made it where, I can't remember where we talked about this at. If the law made it where your punishment matches the goddamn crime. So let's say, for instance, you goddamn tortured a woman, hunger, they do the same damn thing to you. That will make people like, wait, no, I don't want to go through that. You feel me?
Well, it sounds good. That's what I say. It sounds good, but in the real world, I can't see it because people have lapses of judgment, and and there's an emotion that humans run off of, type of thing, where things happen, and we have to make accountants for that. I think when it comes to the law, because it'll become very cut and dry, where sentences can go out like that punishment can go out that isn't that doesn't make sense. It'll make sense in certain cases, and in other cases it wouldn't. So the law is one of the hardest things to do, man. Punishment, law, punishment, all hardest thing to do.
So what you're saying is, like, if we're talking about murder, and let's
Right.
say, for instance, this guy killed this other guy for raping his damn daughter.
Right.
That's what you're talking about. It's like you should have some leniency on this guy because he probably blacked the fuck out.
Right. Like in case like that, no, he shouldn't be have the death penalty because someone raped his daughter. It's an understandable thing, like that for him to have that, if you want to call it a lapse of judgments, which other people would just call it retribution or revenge. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
That just brought up something that I wouldn't mind playing, but I don't remember the name of the white guy with the big belly and his thing hanging out, and he killed his wife. What's his name? Because that's the same goddamn thing we talking about right now.
Ooh, you talking about the dude in the road?
Yeah,
I forgot all about that. I
Yeah.
forgot. I probably would have had that footage lined up because.
Yeah,
Man.
in case y'all didn't know, Jizzle shared this link with me where this guy, found out his wife was cheating on him, and she's recording him the whole time. Like, you really want to do this?
Right.
You really want to do this?
Right. Man.
I had to say,
he did it. Yeah.
And the thing is, going back to what we just discussed, you expected for this guy to spend the rest of his life in jail. What he got, Jizzle?
10 years.
Probably gonna do 5.
Yeah. Yeah. In that case right there, I mean, he looked like he was intoxicated at the time. Because you got that drunk people lean. that when you drunk and you just leaning for no reason, like he had the gun, but his whole shoulders was about a foot back from where his hips was at. He was holding the gun like this. It was like that shit looked crazy, man. He looked crazy. They had his private parts blocked out and all that, man. I said, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
She saw it. He dropped her. Yes, he did. And it's a crime of passion.
Yeah.
And we've heard about that in a lot of different cases throughout the years. People do blank out. They black out. And especially when you madly in love with someone, you tend to do things that you normally wouldn't do. And that's what he did. And
yeah. And when you do that, I feel like for people who do that and do things like that out of, loving somebody, and that's the fallback, I look at that as an excuse. In those cases, I feel like the person who does act out loves the other person more than themselves.
Preach, brother.
I love me way more. I mean, if you love yourself more than the person that you do love, then you wouldn't do something like that.
Yeah, so, especially when they cheated on you. That's clue number 1. They didn't really love your ass.
Right. So why even go through it? Like, why even go there with it? It don't
because it's that mental stability, bro. It's just like I was just telling you earlier. I live here in Brunswick in the night, but my mind frame is nothing like these niggas, bro.
Right.
So
D-Love say, but why would she just follow him and stand there recording him unless they've been through this? Yeah, and you could tell she probably had been recording him. She probably got all type of shit on her phone and him acting crazy and throwing plates across the dinner table and all type of shit. Like, they've been going through it. You could tell.
Yeah.
You could tell.
He had enough. I mean, everybody got that that breaking point, man.
Oh yeah. Everybody got that boiling point where I can't take this shit no more.
No more.
But he already knew. That's the thing. If you in a relationship, you already know that this ain't finna work out well. Like, you already know.
Love, Eve said it. Love is blind, man. And it's not that they don't know. It's just the love overpowers logic. Damn. Women, did y'all hear what I just said? Love, emotions overpower your logic. We was just talking about that shit last night. And when women goddamn deal with something with a man where he break up with him or got caught cheating, I'm gonna tell him your shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to jail too.
Love, I'll put this one word in. Love can overpower your logic if you let it. I would just add on to the sentence because
Absolutely.
yeah,
It's not like that with everybody.
yeah,
Yeah, because ain't nowhere in hell I'm gonna do so. Only if it's Taylor Marie Blake. That's the only one. I don't give a flying fuck. Bitch, you
right,
dying. You going? You
right,
dying. That's my baby. That's the
yeah,
only one. That's the only one I'm gonna crash out for, bro. That's it. Ain't nobody. I ain't crashing out for nobody else. I'm crashing out about my daughter, bro. For real.
yeah,
That's just what it is. I'm gunning for you, asking questions later, nigga. Fuck you. Sorry.
yeah.
But yeah, man, we can keep it pushing though, man. Hit this chat, see what they talking about. D-Love say because she couldn't keep her ankles crossed. Let me find that, D-Love. Then you simply leave. Yeah. A lot of people don't know how to do that. It's not that easy for some people, should I say, for them just to walk away.
Right. I've been there.
Hey, I think we all have, bro.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, I've been there, not willing to accept it, you know. So
Yeah, well, love will make you do things that you probably told yourself, told your friends, I never do.
never do that. And you be right there doing that shit.
For real.
Shit, like,
Motherfucker cheat on me. She gone. I ain't never forgive her. We can make it work, baby.
yeah, riding around looking for, you know.
Yeah. For real. That's just what it is, man. And I think that's why that law was created, because some people are not at that point in time mentally stable to make a sound decision at that point. That's why they call it a crime of passion.
Right.
You're not liable for your actions at that time. So what we got next on the docket, bro?
I mean, at this point of the show, man, you want to get into the code? You want to say that for the meat and potatoes? What's good, man?
Which one you think gonna take us out, man? Because I mean,
I-
excuse me, you're gonna have to lead us through the scope of the one, because I'm not familiar with it like you.
Well, I'm not really either. All I know is just the facts of what happened or what is happening, because right now on eBay, Kobe's father has this ring up, and the bidding right now is at $90,000. I think it's at $91,000, and it ends on the 31st of this month. So it ends the last day of this month. When Kobe Bryant won his first ring, he gave it to his father. So that's why this is able to happen, is because when Kobe got that first championship ring, he gave it to his father. And, Kobe has said, his parent, quote unquote, this is what Kobe's words, his parents are, quote unquote, shit. He's been on record saying that. They kind of repaired their relationship. Of course, his wife was the will person. So this is one thing that his father has that the wife doesn't have, and that's a whole nother topic, because his parents didn't want him to get married to her at such a young age, in which he did. So it because they didn't go to the wedding. His own parents didn't go to the wedding when they did get married. So that shows strife right there. I see you got something pulled up. But yeah, I watched the Gilbert Arenas. He was chopping up about it, and he was basically saying he don't see nothing wrong with it. They needed some money, basically. The way Kobe will was set up, it obviously was not set up for his parents that way, which it maybe should have been, or maybe have not, depending on, I don't know. That's all I'm saying. That's a whole topic, because you marry someone, and then you still have your mother and your father. So if you're not cool with them, or if there's been strife there, where do you leave her? How do you structure your will? So
It's It's simple. Follow the order, man. Follow the order. Like, one thing people have to understand, and it's hard for people to understand this because you always want to keep mom and dad first. But once you get married, that's not the case anymore. Mom and dad is not first anymore. Which they never been first because we know the Most High is. But regardless that he married them and they didn't want them to, that's his decision. He's a grown-ass man. You don't control who this man married. And I know his pops played basketball in the NBA, right?
Yeah.
But because I was about to say you wasn't shooting with me in the gym, but he probably was. But then again, I don't know why Kobe have such a strained relationship with his parents. We don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But his decision is his decision. And if he decide to marry this woman and make her the head of his estate, that's what it is. Now, sound like if they broke, sound like Kobe ain't leaving them nothing. But then again, he did have an untimely demise, bro. Nobody's seen that shit coming.
Right.
So maybe later down the line, he could have updated his will. Added to it. But nobody knew. He didn't know this was going to happen. Nobody knew when they're going to leave this earth. So it happened the way it happened. And they're parents, they're adults, just like he is. You can say, you know what? I don't want to leave this earth with my relationship with my child like this. I have to do something to make this right. Whatever that may be, you have to do that. You are the parents. Yeah, that part. Let's take a look at this real quick. Cause I don't know. I think this say Shannon Sharp went off. So let's take a look at this real quick. See what you're talking about.
A replica of Kobe Bryant's 2000 NBA championship ring was auctioned off by his parents, Joe and Pamela Bryant. The current bid for the ring is $94,000. The Los Angeles Lakers star, who died in a helicopter crash in 2020, along with his daughter Gianna and 7 others, gifted the 14-karat gold ring with 40 diamonds to Mr. Bryant, who also played in the NBA between 1975 and 1983. The championship ring was Bryant's first victory after the Lakers won the 2000 NBA Finals 4-2 over the Indiana Pacers. Check out Shannon Sharp's reaction to the news.
Speaking of Kobe, Gil, you defended Kobe Bryant's parents for selling his championship ring. Gil, you said, you can't be mad at the parents on this one. They broke. They got no money. You can't be mad because they're selling the rings. The money wasn't left to them. They tried to eat. Kobe gave his father, Joe, his very first championship ring. Joe and Pamela didn't attend the couple's weddings. When Kobe married Vanessa, Kobe's parents did not attend the wedding in 2001. Over the years, there have been a brief reconciliation. We're documented, but that came to a halt in 2013. When you give and they take, that's what I said. Givers must put limits on what they give because takers will never put limits on what they take.
You're on mute.
Man, look here. Excuse me. I'm going to say it like this, bro. Kobe seemed to me, just that small little portion that we just listened to, he gave his father his first championship ring. He got married later on afterwards, and they ain't even attend his wedding. What you expect? Now that I know more of the details, yeah, they don't got no money. They need some money. So I understand why they sold it, which is well within their rights. But all it took was a little time and patience, understanding, communication with your child, and this probably would have been in this situation. Now, I'm not saying he wouldn't have died because God's will is God's will. What's going to happen is going to happen. But you had the opportunity to make things right with your son, which, from what I see from Kobe, he's a good guy. I don't know why their relationship was strained, but we do know that they didn't want him to marry Vanessa, which I can put 2 and 2 together and get 4, but I ain't gonna go into that. What's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, Kobe probably felt some sort of type of way when it comes to them not coming to his wedding. I'm pretty sure there was some discussions involved with that went along as the reason why they didn't. When you do get married, there's that whole thing of giving your blessing, and if that blessing wasn't given, it's nothing you can do as a parent. That's them two people who are getting married. You're not getting married to your parents.
Right.
So that's the decision he made, man. It is what it is. Through all these talks, I haven't heard any talk of the will, and we'll never know. But when it comes down to marriage, there's laws. If you're married and the person you're married to passes, I'm pretty sure there's some laws in there. But just the person that Kobe was as big as he was, not his actual character, but as big as he was, I'm pretty sure he had a will. Like people on that level, they just don't not have wills.
I agree. But then again, at the age of, I think he was 41 when he died. Some people may not have already created one, but then again, a responsible person would, especially when you are a man of stature like Kobe. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure the right people get what you want them to have. And at that point in his life, he wasn't in a good spot with his parents, so they probably wasn't nowhere in his will.
Right.
But
yeah,
you live and you learn. And one thing, it goes back to discussions I've had maybe over here and on my page, is like unconditional love. That's why I always say the only person that loves you unconditionally is God. Because when it comes to man, it always comes with a condition. If you do this, then I don't got no love for you. And some things are understandable. But I think in Kobe's situation, if it was more than just him marrying Vanessa, we don't know what that is.
Right.
But if it was the simple fact that you didn't want him to marry Vanessa and you allowed your son's decision to make himself happy come between y'all relationship, that's your goddamn fault, man. I ain't got no sympathy for you.
Yeah. He was happy. This is your son. Your son is happy. Some parents, that's all it takes to get that blessing, because seeing that you're happy.
Yeah,
so,
that's all that matters. That's
right.
all that matters. You should be happy that someone is happy.
Unless, there's situations where, if she just crazy and toxic and all this shit, and he's happy with that, then I can understand.
Right.
But who knows? I'm not going to go into that speculation type of narrative.
Yeah.
We know what happened.
You trying to protect them from a crazy motherfucker, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what I was thinking? You brought up God. I just wanted to ask a question. Okay. When it comes, and this is real quick. I just ask a question. When it comes to heaven and hell, and the belief in God, does a person, like, say for instance, there's a person who grew up his whole life 2 hours outside of, grew up outside of the city of Nigeria, in some, in Africa somewhere, where they have their own tribe rituals, whatever it may be. They, Igbo, whatever they are, and who don't know about it. Do those people go to hell? Like, do those people, are they punished for not knowing about something that they're just ignorant to?
Jizzle, bro, that's a question I always ask, because it almost reminds you of when they say kids are not responsible for, I guess, their sins until they're of an age.
Right.
And when you ask that question, which I've asked myself that question, I don't think no one could ever answer it.
Right.
if you're just ignorant to the fact, which if a kid is not understanding of what they should be doing, that's the same thing, right? They're ignorant to the fact, right?
Right. Which isn't a bad thing. It's just
Not a bad thing. It's not a
Right.
bad thing. A lot of people got to understand ignorance doesn't mean it don't have to be bad all the time.
Right.
It means you just didn't know, you know? So I don't know if Lioness is in the building, we definitely would like to hear the answer. But if I had to answer that question with what I thought when no one could give me the right answer, I felt like you should be somewhat held responsible because you can go find the truth or you can go find the answer.
Right.
But in the case that you gave us there in this country and this is all they know, if they were put in a position where they can't find what's really real, how can you hold them responsible?
Right. In which I would think it goes back to good and bad, you know. Have you done more good deeds than bad deeds and things that are more general? But I don't know. I just that's the type of shit I you know, I like to ask people and shit, you know. D Love say, I believe God takes care of babies and fools, meaning those who lack the knowledge. And that goes right along with what you said. So I don't know. That was just a random shit that popped in my mind.
Hey, good answer, D Love. Good answer. We're gonna keep it rolling because we almost forgot. We almost forgot because we were gonna jump into.
Oh yeah.
We were gonna go straight to the damn meat and potatoes and
right.
What we're supposed to be doing, but y'all know we can't do it live or end the live without a feel good story.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? So y'all know what time it is. Let's get to it.
Bobby Brown and his wife Alicia receive honorary doctorate degrees. Yes, hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. One thing, don't hesitate to subscribe and also tap on the notification bell for more updates to come. And in today's video, we are seeing that is Bobby Brown and his wife Alicia receiving the honorary doctorate degrees. Congratulations are in order for Bobby Brown and his wife Alicia Enthraned Brown. The couple recently received honorary degree from Leader Esteem University. So anyway, comment down below in my comment section. I would like to say I love you all. Have a lovely one. Bye-bye and ciao ciao.
Ciao ciao.
How the hell I always pick these motherfuckers with another language? But man, yeah, salute to Bobby Brown and his lovely wife. They got their doctorate. And who would have thought, bro? Bobby Brown. That's big.
Doctorate. How long doctorate take? Like 12 years?
That's something I'm gonna have to look up. Let me change
I think it take like 12 years, man. Or maybe that's to be an actual doctor. I don't know. But definitely, you know, it's good to see him doing something. You know, people, you know, after the Whitney, and you know, people thought he was just gonna fade into a drug coma, but it's obviously that he did not do that. As we've seen, drugs, what they do to many people, careers and whatnot.
Yeah. So, yeah, I definitely salute him. You know, we all done had our Bobby Brown jokes, you know, and because of the way his life started spiraling in the wrong direction, him losing his kid, his wife, Whitney, and then it's like, what else can happen? And I think what he did was turn something that was so devastating into, okay, I can do something to shine some type of light on my life, and not
Right.
saying that in the sense of forget about who I lost. It's time to make some positive and some good memories in my life, because we know what Bobby went through when he was with Whitney, and he was probably the cause of it. You know, not her demise. I'm not saying that. Not
Right.
saying that.
Okay.
I'm not saying that, but we know Whitney started spiraling in the wrong direction too when she got with Bobby. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And I tend to think that, I just don't like to place any of that on him. I don't like to place any of it on him, to tell you the truth.
Why not?
But that's you said what?
Why not?
Because, man, free will, man. You know, it just boiled down to free will, man.
He's the head of the household, even though a woman should never follow a husband, even if it's your husband, if he is not acting as of the Son of God, and
Right.
he should be. That's the only way you should not follow him. So, with that being said, I agree with you. But he wasn't a good leader, and she was weak minded, and she fell right into the things he was into. So that was I get it. That was her decision.
Yeah.
So
Definitely wasn't a good influence. I will say that. Was not a good influence, but definitely salute Bobby, man, grabbing that doctorate up, getting the education on and all that good stuff. So
most definitely. Let's hit this chat real quick before we end this segment. D Love say congrats. That's dope. She said, "Yep." YJ 100. Yep. Boss man, I agree. Tragedy into triumph. Absolutely. That'd have been a great title, man. So yeah. Salute to Bobby and his wife. That's my first time ever even seeing it, bro. But yeah, that's the
Me too.
feel good story of the night. That's that shit. Yeah. So yeah, I guess we can get ready for the final segment of the night.
yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Oh
is.
shit.
So I'm not sure if y'all watch hip hop news or anything like that. If you're into music like me and Jizzle is, we've just witnessed the beginning. Really, it's not the beginning. I hope you're gonna play that video that you showed me. I think that would be a good video to play. But
Yeah, we could maybe touch on a little bit of it.
yeah. So as you can see, K Dot dropped a verse on Future's new project on one of his songs. And he took some shots, man. So with that being said, let's get into the meat and potatoes, man. This one is crazy. So if you haven't heard, K Dot, J. Cole, and Drake are considered the big three of hip hop today. And of course, if you are a competitive person in whatever you do in this situation, we're talking about rap. No, being just considered the big three is not good enough. I want to solidify my spot as number one.
Right.
And over the years, J. Cole just continued to tell the world he is the best out right now. Drake, we know, has sold more records than any of these artists.
Right.
I think Drake damn near the damn new Michael Jackson, if you ask me.
Yeah, probably put together, he's so like K Dot and Cole together probably have not surpassed Drake when it comes to streams and everything.
That's K Dot had something to say, and he made a mention about the big three in the song when he said, "Fuck a big three, it's only big me." Now there was some things said prior to leading up to that part in the verse,
right?
And he said something like, "Them niggas teamed up." Now we
Right.
know J. Cole and Drake has done songs on Drake's latest project, so obviously he's talking about them. But I'm gonna let Jizzle take over from here because Jizzle and I had to have some backstage conversations about who we feel is the better rapper. And
Man, look,
let him take over here.
First off, I think what it would only be right, and hopefully the copyrights don't get on me. I'm not gonna show it, so maybe throw something on the screen.
All right,
I'm gonna play this here. Well, it ain't a. Hold on, never mind. It ain't a video.
Just to be safe.
Okay. Yeah. What's good, Bams? Bams in the building. We're gonna listen to this verse real quick, just so we can have a full view of what's going on here. I might stop it, to point out things and whatnot. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it like this. Let me make sure this thing is on.
I crash out like fuck rap. This my temperament by get it bro.
Bottle if you like that.
These niggas talking out of their neck. Don't put no coughing out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say yes and not a goofies with a check. I mean, I hold them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but may not be legit. No 40 water, tell them. Yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak this and first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches.
What happened, bro?
Okay, that's my bad. So we heard him say first person shooter. Before that, he mentioned what Boss said. He mentioned what Boss said about niggas clicking up, meaning J. Cole and Drake clicking up to do the first person shooter song, in which he did mention first person shooter a couple bars later. So right there, we know K Dot active on it. He active with the shits on it. He on their heels with it. He on their heels with it. Somebody gonna have to look. They said Cole on his way to the studio on his bike right now.
All right, y'all keep fucking with Cole now. Ain't these light skinned niggas something to play with now.
He said he on his bike right now on the way to the studio. Good Lord.
Oh Lord. Okay, D-Love. Oh shit. Okay, Bams. Oh. Go ahead. Do you want to play the rest of it, bro? I think my bro either on mute or something. But yeah, these comments, they crucial. They crucial. They being real disrespectful.
Yeah, I didn't Hold on. I'm gonna just play this last part, just because this is what's all about right here.
First person shooter, I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, bum. What? I'm really like that. And your best work is a light pack. Nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. Nigga, bum. For all your dogs getting buried, that's a K with all these 9s. He gon' see pet at cemetery, nigga.
So you heard him say, "Fuck the big 3." Everybody talking about big 3: Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. He said, "Fuck the big 3. It's just a big me." And as you know, we know. Boss, as you was mentioning about the collab album and this long standing, I can't even call it a beef, man. That's the thing about it. This right here to me it's not a diss. It's not a beef song. This is like sportsman. This is like kind of like gladiator sports type of thing. To me, it ain't really just. It ain't really just like that. Like how Bam's missing the Tupac hit him up and Who I Smoke and all that. Like, I don't feel like that. This ain't that. This is like rap beef. And rap beef, that term is kind of oxymoronic because you can't really beef if you rapping. If you beefing, like Big had the shit, what's beef? Beef is when a nigga doing ... And that's not this. This is some rap beef. This is some gladiator sport, sportsmanship. I'm better than you. I can rap better than you in the booth. I can make a better song than you. I can do this. I can do that. So, what you feel about that so far?
I love the way you broke that down. I can't disagree with you because I think if those guys seen each other in public, they wouldn't be fighting or nothing like that.
Hell no.
I think it's just the simple fact that, like we always said, rap is a competitive, somewhat sport. And everybody, especially men, we have pride. We want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? And Kendrick is tired of this big 3 shit. Nah, ain't no goddamn big 3. It's me, goddamn it. And I respect that. I think any of them should say the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, I'm the fucking great. And Cole have done it. I don't think I ever heard Drake say it. I think Drake would probably tell you he outsold any of you motherfuckers though.
Right. I think Drake got a different way of stunting on people when it comes to the numbers and shit. Like Drake got a different way of stunting. He'll say some shit like, I just flew 2 Colombians from Colombia. Like he'll go on some other shit, and the fact that he said that, like, damn, he must be doing it type shit. But what I will say, and I want to get your response on this, because when you look at it, nobody has made a back-to-back. Drake did back-to-back talking about Meek Mills, threw some shots in there. There wasn't just shots. These was directs. And neither of these artists have done that. So if you ask me, that boy named Aubrey, he the one y'all got to really watch out for, because he the only one who really just done put some pain in on one of these songs and really went in on not on some non-subliminal shit. So
I agree, and that's one thing that we both look at when we talking about this and who this was better. I don't think this is that, because we know at that point Drake and Meek Mills, we knew they was at each other's neck.
Right.
And Drake beat the brakes off Meek Mills. Another one for the light skinned niggas.
We had bad representation. That was by default. That was bad representation by Meek Mills.
I think that, I don't think it will ever even go to that point. I think it really depends on how Cole responds. Because the video that I think we're gonna watch,
Yeah. No, I got some of it right here.
It actually shows a lot that maybe some people didn't know about the history between Cole and K Dot. And the only reason we keep mentioning Cole and K Dot because those are the best two rappers, lyricists. Drake is the fucking superstar who just fucking sell records all fucking day long.
Right.
Comes to rapping, he can't fuck with Cole
or
K Dot.
Right.
Can't fuck
And
with-
we talking about commercial success of people who having lyrical ability on a commercial who get that, nationwide, worldwide, like if he get in the booth, he gonna do damage. Cause to be honest, I would take I like Jay Electronica's pen over J. Cole. I'm just say that. But
I expect that. I expect that.
You get it.
Better than fucking J. Cole, nigga.
Man, look.
Nah. But yeah, man, let's let him get. Just you ain't got to play the whole thing, man.
Yeah,
I want to take a look at this.
I'm gonna start from where they start talking about Jeezy and that the situation with the song they did together that didn't. How this shit crazy right here, man.
Yeah.
Jeezy got to be stopped. So
And he pulled the
somebody gotta stop that,
goddamn. He pulled the Young Buck when Young Buck got T.I. Luda
and Stomp. Yeah, the Stomp. I see you talking with. Yeah, he pulled one. Jeezy pulled a slick one on this.
Is at the end of 2017, the Snowman himself was able to secure a feature from both J. Cole and Kendrick for his track American Dream.
And I put it on plate. I'm running the game, you're running in place. Lie on what is known to the traveling man.
However, Jeezy approached this record a little bit sneaky as he didn't tell Kendrick or Cole that they would both be on the same song together.
God. Did he know Kendrick was going to be on it too?
Nah.
So
that's some snake ass shit, man.
Is it? Is
Yes.
it though? Let's
Yes.
think about this now. Is it because
all right, break it down.
Was there really beef?
Was there really beef? We would have to go back in the we would have to go back in the video, I think, to see Jeezy knew he was well aware of what was going on between them two brothers, I think, at this point.
And what would you I guess, yeah, we would have to go back and listen to the video because if I remember correctly, there was really never a beef, but there was some things that were said on songs that may have rubbed one of the rappers the wrong way. But we also heard that K-Dot said, "Yeah, man, I'm go listen to his album."
Right.
So
and it was to me, it was a timeline thing that the tension came because it's a cause and effect. He said 2 months after Kendrick basically didn't sweep but 2 months after Kendrick won the Grammy over J. Cole, then J. Cole come back like, I'm the king, I'm this and this, I ain't they. That's why it's the subliminals that's going around, and it's like, I think Jeezy is hip to that shit to where if you gonna do a song with someone, let's think about it. Boss, you yourself. Let's just go to us. We make music, right?
Yeah.
Imagine me just putting somebody like I send you a verse, I send somebody else a verse. Well, I send you a beat, I send somebody else a beat. And then when I send you it back, it's someone on it that I didn't even tell you about.
And if it's somebody that I don't fuck with like that, or may have some words with, in my mind, I'm gonna automatically think whether I know for a fact you knew, I'm gonna think you knew and you did this shit on purpose.
Right. Right, because that's the only thing I would think the same. Like, shit, you told me that you want my verse. You didn't say you want my verse and someone else's verse. So Jeezy, man, he looked crazy doing that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, Bam say this is where she draw the line, bro. You don't fuck with her Jeezy now.
Jeezy got he definitely, man. Hey, this goes back to this man's character right here. I say that. That's all I'm saying. Because I wouldn't do no shit like that, man.
She said that was a boss move, a money making move.
Oh man.
She also said two main niggas that was hot and got a small beef on the same track with Jeezy was a money making move. And I think you actually we talked about this backstage, like he did it probably for the money. And
he knew what it was.
At the end of the day, I can't disagree with you, bro. I can't disagree. I'm sorry, Bams. I can't disagree with him because like that wasn't even cool, bro. That wasn't cool. For a business move, yeah. But it's still you gotta have morals. When
Integrity.
Integrity, right.
Like D Love just said that said, let me find out. I just got a person with Jeezy involved. Yeah, integrity. You brought up morals. D Love said integrity. It's all basically the same thing when it comes down to it, man. Just your word. You know, it's kind of one of those things where you'll hear some people say it's not a lie. I just didn't tell you. Well, hold on now. Well, hold on now. It may not have technically been a lie what Jeezy said to each one, but the fact that he didn't disclose that information is a different story.
Right. And that could stop niggas from doing features with you. But, you know, it didn't, but it could.
Yeah.
The finished product, you know, everybody kind of knew everybody was on the record.
Would share a tweet saying, I was key as he didn't tell Kendrick or Cole that they would both be on the same song together.
God. Did he know Kendrick was going to be on it too?
Nah. So when they heard the finished product, you know, everybody kind of knew everybody was on the record.
And it really makes sense because J. Cole is really rapping on his verse, yet Kendrick took this very melodic approach.
And you could tell the difference. They showed the lyrics from J. Cole's verse right here. Right here. Oh, damn. That's the lyrics from J. Cole's verse. In that type of font, that means he's saying a lot of shit. That's a lyrical verse. That's a full verse, full 16, not too many pauses. You see, you know, some overruns in the bars, and then to go from that to what Kendrick wrote.
Cole will be on the record because J. Cole is really rapping on his verse, yet Kendrick took this very melodic approach.
Which basically he did 8 bars on there. And you just seen what you just seen what J. Cole did, and then he, you know, he did that.
But
go ahead.
It shows you consistency. This is how Cole comes on pretty much any feature he gets on. And it seems like K. Dot may have took a song off. And that's not J. Cole's fault. That's all I'm saying.
I don't view it like taking the song off. I view it like, what does the song need? The song is called American Dream. There's a concept to it. There's a vibe to it, in which we're not going to play it here now. But if he felt like this is what the song needs, I would do the same thing. If I don't feel like a song needs me to be rapidy, I'm not going to do it just to express my lyrical prowess. I'm going to do what's best for the song. So it's different ways of looking at things when you say that. That's all I'm throwing out there.
So what K. Dot took was an artist approach, and J. Cole took his approach. And I don't want to even say a lyricist approach because this is what J. Cole do on every fucking song. You know, right. So he got some songs where he do a little melodies throughout his rap and some in the hook. Yeah, that's on his shit. But we know him when he gets on a feature. This is his approach on every
song. So he does it every time, and Kendrick Lamar chooses to be a little more versatile in try things, experiment with things, do things that may not be the norm. So it's just two different ways of looking at it, I think, man.
Yeah, you're right. He's a chance taker, and and I get what you're saying, but I will not say J. Cole verse wasn't needed the way he delivered it. I can't say that.
I won't say that either. Yeah,
you know. So, but
I also will say that if he would have heard J. Cole on there doing that, I think his verse would have been, he wouldn't have been singing, because that's basically what he did, was sing a verse, he sung for 8 bars basically.
Yeah, and it just, that's the artistry in K. Dot and what he does that's different from Cole. We know K. Dot, he's a different animal. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, he can rap his motherfucking ass off, but he also can take different approaches, which we don't hardly see that with Cole. But at the same time, Cole is a rapper's rapper.
Yeah, he'll tell you himself. He do it for the backpacks. He do it for the backpackers, in which the backpackers, that term means the people, who it's not about the streets. It's about about your lyrical prowess. What it boils down to when you hear the term backpacker. So
and that's amazing to hear you say that, because I know you are an artist and a rapper, if I may say that. You know how to adjust to the track. But one thing I do know about you is lyrics really mean a lot to you. Delivery, your cadence, all that hand in hand means everything. But I think the top thing is the lyrics. And that's what I believe Cole focuses on every fucking song. So that's my opinion on that, bro.
Yeah, let's keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling.
D Love say Mozart, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Mary Had a Little Lamb, in my opinion. Bam say, yeah, I can see where y'all coming from. No, yeah, we're gonna keep it roll.
And isn't really rapping at all. I feel like if Kendrick heard Cole's verse or even knew Cole would be on the record, he might have decided to really rap instead, or maybe it wouldn't have changed anything, as the theme of this record may not have called for that level of competing. The American dream. As we close out 2017-2018, Kendrick had a hell of a year in the awards category, winning BET's Album of the Year and Lyricist of the Year over J. Cole. Kendrick would also win several Grammys, but most noteworthy, Rap Album of the Year, and we can't forget that he was the first hip-hop artist ever to win a Pulitzer Prize.
Awarded to Damn by Kendrick Lamar.
I ain't gonna lie, I think some of this comes from this, man. I think because this wasn't the first time that he won an award over J. Cole. I think that's what fuels J. Cole. And even though I don't know if he intentionally does it, but he's got a consistent will to tell people, what he does on the song, like how lyrical he is, how it's like a overarching theme that I hear when I'm hearing J. Cole. So do you think that Kendrick consistently winning these accolades over him and getting Pulitzer Prize, do you think that has anything to do with him feeling like, man, hold up, man, I gotta tell these motherfuckers what really goes on out here? Like,
it probably does, but I also think the artistry in K. Dot is what got him these awards. Even though he got Best Rap Album of the Year over Cole, I think his album expanded out farther and reached different listeners with the content that he put on his album.
I can see that.
I have to give Kendrick that. There's no fucking denying it. To Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, Little Kid, Mad City. Some of his dope albums. And Cole put out dope albums, but it's like you said, it's for the backpack kids.
Right.
Kendrick reached out to a broader audience, and that's why he sold more records as well.
And I can agree with that. And I don't think it's only one way to skin a cat. I think both have their place and have made their mark in history, especially, Cole with getting his masters back, from Kendrick forming a whole label. And actually, the crazy part is J. Cole got his deal before Kendrick, but Kendrick, when it comes to TDE and then Cole with Dreamville, their careers are kind of the same how they kind of built the structure around them both,
Right.
because they
Right.
both got this squad. We got JID, who's his own person in his own right. We got J Rock, we got Schoolboy Q from Kendrick Lamar, and these are artists that they procured. These are artists that came up under them, and they both did that and took a back seat for the label. So I think that's very interesting. Both of these brothers, man, that's the thing. My pendulum will always swing to K Dot, and we know that. Me and you have had that discussion. My pendulum will always swing to K Dot just because of the sporadic, the versatile sporadic flows and the taking the chances with different cadences and trying different beats from jazz, piano to experimental to I think Cole, what he does is definitely it's needed at the same time because it's just straight bars, and it's just beats, banging beats and samples. That's what Cole does. But yeah,
So let me ask this. You mentioned the things that he try experiment with, like experimental beats.
right.
He try things that Cole won't. Now let's be honest, they don't always hit. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no.
So when Cole stays in his lane and what he knows he does, and he hit majority of the time, and Kendrick swerves and try different things, and they don't always hit. So that he's lacking a little bit consistency on what you may like from either artist.
Right.
Does that I know you still swing because of what he does and what he tries, and J. Cole doesn't. Does that mean anything? Does that lessen it to you?
To a point, because I know when I hear him on a certain beat, I'm like, I wish you would have chose a different beat. I wish. But as far as knowing what a person does and what a person's capable of, I know what J. Cole's capable of because he does this all the time. I know what Kendrick's capable of, but I feel like the capability of Kendrick is higher than Cole because when he does do it, it surpasses. It surpasses. I'm trying to think of an analogy, but when it comes down to it, I think the lyricism. There's different types of lyricism. Uh, I think J. Cole's lyricism, what stunts it is being in a certain rap format. And I think I appreciate, and this may be only because I'm an artist myself who tries to do things like this, where I'm pushing that boundary. Uh, I think it surpasses because it's the originality factor. And of course, we know, we both agree that at first, yeah, it was like Kendrick sound like he trying to be like Three Stacks, but I do feel like he's still a more original when it comes to trying things and when it comes to the overall body of work that Kendrick has. So
when we listen to artists, especially when they first hit the scene, and you start liking them for what they put out, the product they put out when they first came out, this motherfucker dope. Oh man, he dope. And then a motherfucker start playing the flute.
Right.
It's like this ain't why I fell in love with your music. So I get it when you're a rapper versus being an artist. An artist takes chances, and they broaden. You can't place them in a box. Let me say that. But at the same time, I feel like you can lose fans by doing that. Because if this ain't what the fuck I want to hear, I'm gonna stop this shit right now. I don't want to hear no more. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So I think that's why I say he's bold for being a chance taker and doing some of the music he do. That's different from when he first came out.
Right.
So I don't know. I think I'm still right here just listening to what you saying, and I'm
Hold
taking
on.
it in, bro.
Okay, so let's cut the shit now. When J. Cole came out, you didn't think he was trying to sound like Drake? That's all I heard when he came out.
You talking about when? No, I mean Drake switched his whole game up. We know Drake sing and rap. When he first came out, you know, he had at first mixtape where he did a whole shitload of singing. I like that Drake.
Right.
You won't catch me listening to a Drake song right now, bro. I don't listen to Drake because I don't like his fucking music anymore. When Drake came out, leading into his first album or two with Young Money, that's the Drake I fuck with. This Drake now, I don't fuck with that damn Drake, man.
The rapping Drake. You don't think J. Cole took anything from that playlist?
Say that again?
You don't think J. Cole took anything from that playlist?
I can't say.
That
never crossed my mind when I first heard.
When I first heard Cole come out, I was like, we got another Drake.
No, bruh. No, hell no.
What was the video? He was walking down the street. He was like walking down the street throwing fireballs at the screen and shit. Damn, I forgot that shit.
The song that stood out to me when he came out was when he did the feature with Beyonce. That's when I say, oh shit. Because I think during that time you very seldom seen Beyonce do features with other rappers besides the one she did with Tip and Weezy. I know he signed with Jay-Z, and of course that's probably why it happened. But at the same time, man, he showed his ass on that song, and I never seen no Drake. I never even heard this before, bro. To be honest with you, what you saying?
Yeah, it was on the one where he was sitting on the roof and the sky was in the background. It was on that one. I forget which album that was. But for me, it was like it's always something where I feel like I've heard the song before. I feel like the later J. Cole got into his career, he heated up. The earlier J. Cole, I really wasn't on his shit. I'm gonna be honest. It was like, But I think he came into his artistry later on. And I think that might have had, do with him starting to do the beats and whatnot.
I think this question D Love got up here. I think it's kind of similar to what we just talked about. Do you believe that being versatile is taking pieces from other artists? No, this ain't the same. Okay, from taking from other artists and stamping as composed by you. And I think she's asking that. And correct me if I'm wrong. She's speaking about Drake right now. Do you agree with that? With this question?
I would say it was probably speaking about K-Dot, I think.
But we know Drake has said other people's shit in his raps, bro. So
well,
that felt that way.
I would say everybody kind of has said things, a bar here and there. K-Dot has said a bar. Drake, all three of them have said a bar. Shit, I heard Wayne today. Listen to Wayne. What did he say? I eat so. He got a song with Jack Harlow. He said, "I eat so many shrimp, I got iodine poison." I said, "Well, shit." Pimp C said that shit on Big Pimpin'. Like, so it happens. Okay, she said she talking about Kendrick.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because I seen it pop up, but that was when I was talking about Kendrick, the versatility. But no, do you believe that being versatile is taking? I believe being versatile is just doing what you want to hear. Like when if I'm making, say I'm making a certain type of, like for instance, TTF V2, it had a sound to it, and my definition of being versatile, it would just mean going outside the bounds of what the sound I've been going for.
Facts.
Because there's a certain direction that I had for TTF V2. I wanted those pianos to be jazzy. I wanted them, there were certain things I wanted to have. I wanted the boom pap. I wanted those things. So now that I'm done with that, dealing with my brother boss man Blake up here, the Georgia native, I'm hearing that shit. I'm like, okay, I need a hey, I'm hearing different things. I'm hearing, going through Africa Bambaataa type beat and all this shit. It's a lot of sounds I didn't touch on, but I didn't want to touch on them because I wanted to keep a certain sound. So the versatility, it's a lot of different things that play into versatility. And what I will say, when it comes to flow and versatility, that's different from feeling or sound and versatility. There's different types of versatility because, I go back to Brother Lynch. When it comes to versatility, you will not hear him rap like, matter of fact, now let me get off Brother Lynch. Let me go to Schoolboy Q. In the review I did on Schoolboy Q, what's good, Crucial? But the review I did on Schoolboy Q, there was one particular song that I liked, and he did a certain cadence that he didn't do on the whole album, but he did it on this one song. There was a certain flow of rap that I heard on this one song that he didn't do on any other song, and that was one of my favorite songs. So when I think of versatility, it's not just the sound of the beat or is it boom pap, it's the actual flow of the structure of the bar as well, in which I feel like K Dot takes more chances with that, and I appreciate that.
True. Damn, I was so deep in the listening to what you said, I forgot what the hell I was gonna say.
My bad.
No, you good because I get what you're saying 100% when it comes to versatility. I know what I was gonna say. Speaking of versatility, Jizzle really snatched me out of my comfort zone. And he allowed me to snatch him out of his. And that's what makes us work very good together.
Right.
When y'all hear this next project, you're going to hear me on songs that you would never thought you heard me on. Right. And Jizzle sent me a song the other day, and before I could even respond, he was like, now, if you don't really want to, rap on it, what I'm saying, just say just give us a message on it. And
Right.
he didn't even know I was waiting for this type of song because he got one of these songs on his project. And I call it a beatless motherfucking beat. There's no drums in it at all.
No drums.
And that is something that will challenge
an
artist.
And I will say, you smashed it.
Appreciate it.
You completed the mission and actually excelled past the mission. So yeah, that motherfucker there gonna be crazy.
I can't wait to hear that motherfucker. And I think when we speak of what we're talking about, I think you have to get an edge to K Dot because he do step outside the box. And I don't even know if that's called stepping outside the box, if that's just who he is.
Right. That's just who he is to do that type of thing. So, but there's something to be said for someone who has that consistency of realizing what my fan base likes and then capitalizing and doing what they like and trying new things here and there, but keeping it to what they like. And it might just not be capitalizing off of what they like, but that's just really what he likes.
Right.
So,
hey, just like you say, I don't do fucking music for y'all. I do this shit for me.
I do it for me.
And that's what Cole might do. I don't give a damn what you think about it. I'm doing this shit because I love it. So, salute to both of the artists though, man. I think both of them are top tier. I don't feel like Drake belong in that category.
It's the big two.
Yeah, it's really the big two if you really want to talk about it. But Drake is mentioned because I think of the fucking albums he sell, and he's there. So,
And I'm not gonna take it away from Drake. Now he had conduct. There's a producer by the name of Conductor Williams, and I think he made the second. He's a boom bap producer, and Drake worked with him on for the Dogs. And Drake he had some lyrics on there. We can't just take them out completely just because.
no. Right.
He definitely he knows when he wants to, and that's what we just talked about. When he wants to, Drake can actually rap. He can actually rap on a high level, I feel like. So I don't want to just take it away. Of course, I don't think he on their level, but he just ain't no slouch in the booth. Like if you say, give me 16 bars and rap this motherfucker, he gonna do it. You know, he gonna make it right.
Yeah. And I don't know if I've told you, but you know, Othello on the Beats is his producer. Did you know that?
I ain't know that. I ain't know he got on Othello.
That's his producer. That's one of his producers.
Oh, that's one. Is he on? He must be on. What is it? I wonder if he's signed to him, like, or if he just got on a few of his beats, like, or is he actually signed to him?
I actually seen this on I don't know if it was a documentary or I was watching a live or what, but it was mentioned that is actually his producer, and it makes sense because he has been on them type of beats, and
right.
Of course, he's gonna take his tag off. You'll never hear it on the Drake song, but
right. For what reason? Though? That's what I'm trying to shit. Put my tag off in that bitch.
No, because if Drake gonna pay me what the fuck I want, I don't go take the motherfucking tag out, nigga.
Yeah, I feel that. See, I'm the type at that point. Once you in there, I'll be like, okay, you get this beat free, but keep my tag in. It's a certain type of notoriety. Like Metro Boomin didn't get there because he was doing that. So if you want to get up to a certain level, but I feel it though. I understand it, man. You pay for a beat, you can do what you want with it. Shit.
Hey, word of mouth. It doesn't take for you to have a tag on it when you got Drake rapping on it. All it's gonna take is one of his compadres or one of his goddamn partners say, "Hey man, who made this beat? Oh, this is my little partner, right? You want to buy a beat from him?"
Right.
Then that's how it works. So yeah.
I see. I don't know. I get to Wikipedia and shit. Yeah, man. When it comes to these producers, man, I'm trying to figure out who just makes beats by themselves anymore. There's not one album. I mean, there's not one song on Drake's albums that's not produced by one person. Like, what happened to the Zaytovens? Like, where it's just one person going there? Like, that shit crazy.
It is, and you actually see that now. You're starting to see it. Well, I'm starting to see it more on the YouTube producers, where there's multiple producers. You can see one of their tags and another person tag.
Right.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
No.
I think if you're trying to create a production team, if I can call it that,
yeah,
it's cool. But at the same time, if you got in this game making beats alone, teaming up with somebody is going to take a little money out your pocket.
True.
It's also going to make a greater beat if you're working with somebody else that's dope just like you.
And that's true. Unless you're a one man, like shit, Shawty Red producing whole song, half of Jeezy albums, and them is his classic albums. I'm looking at this last Drake album, and Lil Yachty produced 6 songs, or was a part of production on 6 songs on Drake's album.
Yeah, I actually heard an interview when they was talking to Lil Yachty and how he actually helped artists, especially like City Girls, and they actually mentioned Drake. Come up with concepts and hooks and shit like that. So I don't know if he played a part of the beat or just the production of the song.
Well, it's a production because they got a writers section on Wikipedia, and then they got a producers section.
I don't know then. Shit, maybe he do fuck around with the beats.
Yeah, he do.
But y'all did somebody I will never fucking listen to. Sorry.
Yeah, but what last thing what I'm noticing when I'm looking over, because there's certain things I look for on a Wikipedia. When I go to a Wikipedia, I'm looking at Drake's For All the Dogs album. D Love mentioned about ghostwriters of Drake. And when I'm looking down on this album, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3 songs. Drake is the only voice on these songs, but for the first song, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 writers on that song. The next one, only Drake's voice is heard, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 writers on Fear of Heights, number 4 off of For All the Dogs. Drake is the only person on this song, but there's fucking 10 writers on this damn song.
He got ghosts flying all around his ass.
Hey, I'm just reporting the facts, people. Let's go to you got a song called Drew Picasso, Aubrey Graham, San Francisco, Sabib, Daniel Wagner, Philip Campbell, Kem Yard, Kimari, Thomas Lubkins, John Hisco, and Eli Brown were all credited as writers on this song. Drake's the only voice that's heard. What Would Pluto Do? Aubrey Graham, McCollum, Meshimi, Bennett People, Sanford, all credit as writers on this song. I can keep going.
No, you don't have to. You look at the comment, and this is what Crucial was talking about earlier today. He said you better get them ghostwriters ready. Like it's not when you mention this and just deliver these facts that you just read off to the people, who a lot of people already felt this way.
Right?
How can you give him the credit? I know you say he's not a slouch, but to me it sounds like he's slouching to me if he got somebody right.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Just to be clear, let's go to Kendrick and see if there's any writers besides. Let me see. Let's go do this research. Let's go do this research, people. I'm going to go to the damn album released 2017 by Kendrick Lamar's through Top Dog, Aftermath, Interscope. It sold 1,000,002 copies or some shit. Damn. Artwork, release, critical reception, track list. Here we go. So, track list, DNA. DNA. His name is Duckworth. Kendrick Duckworth. That's his real name. So if you hear me say Duckworth, that means I'm just gonna be reading the track list for the song DNA. You know, I got money in my DNA. It says Duckworth and Michael Williams, which Michael Williams is Mike Will made it. So the writers, Mike Will got a writer's credit on Duckworth, which the thing about it, it's a little different with that situation, I think, because there were other voices in the hook that were chanting on that hook. Let me go to another song. Phil, Duckworth, Spears are the two names. Let me go to where's like Be Humble and shit.
But did you see any other names on there though besides his?
That's true. I am seeing other names on here. I would not. There are other names on here. Definitely Humble. Okay, here go Humble. Writers Duckworth, Williams too, and Ashton Hall, which is known for his someone who worked with Lil Wayne or something like that. Be Humble. Sit down. Was it? There wasn't no other voice on there but him, was it?
There wasn't no other voice on that song. Now it makes you wonder because dealing with BMI, you can be listed as a composer, author, I believe, or a writer. If I'm not mistaken. I think this might be just composer and author. An author, I would think they're talking about a writer.
Right.
You would think somebody who maybe produced the track. But you can have it listed as you want it, right?
I mean, you give credit as you feel. Like that's one of the things about the credits. So it kind of gets a little
Yeah, because it gets tricky. Because you can tell her I want to be listed as a writer. Maybe because you might get more money. I don't know. Because the lists that you gave when you was talking about Jay, I was like, nigga, it took that many writers, and it's hard to believe that's the case. I'm gonna be fair.
I will give it to Cole though. It's crazy. There's a lot of writers on here.
On Cole's?
Well, let me share this tab.
Because you gotta realize Cole produced a lot of his own beats.
Well, yeah, and that's why I want to show this. Just so, because it has to the right, and I don't know if you can make that bigger or take us off real quick. So it's got writers section and then it's got producers section. This is the off season, and as you see, Amari number 2. You see all these producers, but Cole writers Cole. The songs with features I'm not too much looking at, but like this one, Applying Pressure, written Cole. That's it. Producer Cole. That's it. The Climb Back. It says no feature, and there's 4 writers, and then producer Cole. And there was like, if I go back, I will say it looked like Cole do more of his shit, especially because when he make beats, Kendrick don't make beats, as we
Are
know.
there any samples in that song?
Let me go back. I don't know. It doesn't have a sample section.
Yeah, but would you think that if there is a sample on it, they will get credit as a writer?
They would have to. Yeah, I get what you said. To Pimp a Butterfly. Let me go down. Yeah, and I get what you're saying on that, because if you took a Ron Isley sample and then he's doing it's part of the beat basically, but he's the only writer. But shit, it looked like Kendrick get a lot of I ain't gonna lie. It look a little different. I ain't gonna lie. It look a little different.
Okay, man.
Yeah, see, they got like on King Kunta, off Kendrick Lamar, Pimp a Butterfly, King Kunta, as a writer, Michael Jackson is listed. As we know, Michael Jackson did not write nothing for Kendrick. So it's one of them things, man. It's kind of, you would have to actually listen to the song and see what it actually is, I think.
Yeah, to know why they're listed as what?
Right. So I don't want to go too deep into that. I don't want to go too deep into, calling Drake out. But with Drake, I think it's already well known, man. I got a feeling, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, it's all for the culture, man. Regardless of what's the outcome of this rap lyrical battle. We know it's not really beef, and I don't feel like it is. And I think it's good for the culture.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the 2 top boxers. Everybody want to see them fight.
Right.
We're talking about the 2 of the top rappers from this generation, whether they're the middle child or not. Everybody want to see what it's like. Me personally, and I was going to ask this, but I know we're running short on time. I prefer them drop an album together instead of them go at each other's head. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, it's entertaining. I'm definitely enjoying it. If Cole come back, if Cole come back how he has in the past, we will hear shots. I will say that. I will make that prediction wholeheartedly. we will hear shots back at K-Dot for this. And I believe that the shots that come back will be less subliminal than in the past. All this, I'm the king. It don't matter who here, but I'm the greatest. It ain't gonna be none of that. It's gonna be we got Cali artists thinking this and that. I think it's gonna rev it up a bit, man. But it's gonna be interesting. But what I will say, it's gonna be, you know, when it comes to them two doing a duo project, that would shut shit down.
Yep.
That would shut the whole. That would blow the roof off of the hip hop culture as we know it right now. That would be the biggest thing we've seen in years. That would be bigger than Hot Boys getting back together for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention that when you talking about them two, but
right,
it would be big to see them back together. But yeah, and if they decide to do this, all artists just don't even drop a project that year. If you're trying to get an award, you're wasting your fucking time.
Except for Killer Mike and Freddie.
Yeah, except for Killer Mike, man. Yeah. Salute to Killer Mike, man. We thank y'all for tuning in tonight, man. For those who stuck around, we appreciate you. We love you. We'll be back again, but next time we'll be back with In the Lab, of course. Make sure you subscribe to Jizzle page, my page if you haven't. Jizzle over there live now, people. He's live now.
Oh, I'm live.
Yeah, man.
You gonna try to do the. Now I'm just how you know where I'm going with the verses.
No, I mean you can talk about it. You know, we can talk about it. We can talk about it. You know.
Well, or if you don't want it, it's cool. You know, we can.
It is what it is because I done got you crunk up. Let's do it.
Oh, okay. Because I think actually, you know, we ain't gonna shed no light on it, but definitely when the next time we pop up, we're in the live.
We'll do it on BB. We'll do it on In the Lab because that's what.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I said in the live. I meant in the lab. We'll have it up there sitting for a couple of days when we go live and whatnot. But yeah, we're gonna keep it under wraps, man, because we don't want to. You know, we don't want to
tune in to the next In the Lab because we will announce the next verses, and then after that it will be on the next In the Lab. So
okay, I can rock with that.
Okay, bet, man.
Okay,
so yeah, man, we in the building, man. We gonna get out the building now. But you got any last words, man?
Any last word? Nah, man. I'm you know. Check me out one time. I'm gonna pop up with a random live every now and again, but that's all I really got to say, you know.
Okay, yeah, man. Oh yeah, you know, all I gotta say is high five a hater and protect your peace, man.
Protect your peace,
man. Protect your goddamn peace. Don't let nobody disturb your goddamn peace. If they disturb your peace, get them gone. Dude. With that being said, we're gonna get up out of here, man.
Big talk,
man. This is big. That's what you want. That's what you want to ride out to.
Yeah, I think I want to hear that big talk, man. I ain't heard it in a minute, man.
Yeah, so that's what we'll do then. Big talk, big business, big bank. Everything is big around here. Y'all have a good one, man. We out of here. Yeah.
BMG. Time, let me pop my shit, man. Big talk. They done got me pissed off. This $40 bottle ain't no crystal. I ain't perked up in a minute. Back to business, about to lift off. Bitch, I'm talking big talk. They done got me pissed off. This $40 bottle ain't no crystal. I ain't perked up in a minute. Back to business, about to lift off. Bitch, I'm talking big talk.
Big dogs talk, I got big balls. Bitches hanging on my jock strap, get off. I don't need your spirit just for me to lift off. I'm in the ain't Sunday like a kickoff. Big dogs talk.
This type of talk is for them big dogs. You get them pissed off, your body getting shipped off. Ain't nothing about my clips off. Them tools heavy, call them Rick Ross. We play the field, don't get picked off.
She complains that you fuck her with your dick soft. I come in hard every time with a stiff broad. She bring me presents and leaving me with gift cards. Brought a mistress in the mix, I'm like, good lord.
Action bitch if I go balls in. I try to knock the bitch balls. She love it when I stand in it. I'm on all 10. Ain't no used to trying to log in, cause I done put another log in. That pussy nigga promise you gon' fall in.
Big talk,
big talk.
They done got me pissed off.
Pissed off.
This $40 bottle ain't no crystal. I ain't perked up in a minute. Back to business, about to lift off. Bitch, I'm talking big talk.
Big talk.
They done got me pissed off.
Pissed off.
This $40 bottle ain't no crystal. I ain't perked up in a minute. Back to business, about to lift off.
Good lord, still in the jungle where it's hard to find a good job. I keep a bitch on the side with my good broad. No catfish when they pulling on my fish rod. I like a cutie with a booty on a thick broad.
Drinking gas straight out the bottle, so don't be dumb and cause a problem. These niggas know we keep a couple problems solved. If it's go, we never stallin'. Niggas salute us when we fall in. We put in work, them niggas call in.
Big talk, she's excited when I'm pissed off. She like aggression only time I rip her shit off. Bow legs, I just like to see the bitch walk. She said you ballin', bitch, no, but a big talk.
His pride hurt while I got all grins. How the fuck you talking big? When nigga, we know you's a small man. Listen, pimp, don't try that shit again.
Don't do
Bitch, I'm the truth, this how I really live. I talk big and I do it big.
Big talk,
big talk.
They done got me pissed off.
Pissed off.
This $40 bottle ain't no crystal. I ain't perked up in a minute. Back to business, about to lift off. Bitch, I'm talking big talk.
Big talk.
They done got me pissed off.
Pissed off.
This $40 bottle ain't no crystal. I ain't perked up in a minute. Back to business, about to lift off. Bitch, I'm talking big talk. Big bang shit.